how to get a girl in a 95 Corolla.
An alternative to online dating.
So you've written this book. No, wait. Here's the question: why a 95 Corolla? Why not?
Well, 95 Corolla is a representation for a metaphor, meaning you don't need the most money, the best looks, or even the greatest car to get that girl.
I'm living proof.
Not to mention, I own the 95 Corolla.
That makes sense. Write what you know.
Exactly. Right.
So you are here at the show.
Yes.
Generally speaking, drumming up support for your book.
Exactly. I'm upstairs at the Book Expo, and I'm also down here in the blogger world.
You're bridging that gap. Is this available as an ebook, or is it just print?
It's not an ebook yet. I'm in the process of converting it, but right now it's print. You could get it at Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. And then if you're a wholesaler or a bookstore, you could get it through Ingram.
Oh, okay. So now I'm going to learn how to get a girl
in a 95 Corolla.
And what if you don't have a 95 Corolla?
Well, you don't need the 95 Corolla. I'll get you a toy 95 Corolla.
And that works?
And it works perfectly,
okay.
yeah.
It's
a little tighter fit, but yes.
All right, so give me some tips from the book, or
sure.
maybe what you've learned beyond. Assuming you've got a girl, right? I'm just going to assume you have the girl.
Which one?
Wow. So not just a girl, but several girls?
Come on, we got to keep it slowed down. Don't, there's
all right.
people listening here.
Okay, all right.
We can't name names.
So online dating's a big deal.
Very big,
but
yes.
So many people have failed at it. Why?
Well, it's not so much that they fail at online dating. It's that they fail in dating in general. First, they have to understand themselves.
Appropriate.
And a lot of people take the time to go on online dating as a cover, as a way to, it's easier, I don't have to deal with much, but they're not really fully invested in dating. And they're afraid of that face-to-face interaction, or they don't know how to bridge the gap once they get to there. Because, listen, people get married from online dating. This is just an alternative. I don't speak badly against online dating, but I like that face-to-face interaction.
Well, don't you have to have that, though? A relationship has to be face-to-face. Can you really have a real relationship with somebody, like a girlfriend-boyfriend type of relationship, just online? I don't think it's possible without physical interaction.
Not this year, but maybe in about 20 years.
Nah, dude.
People are going to get married through the internet in 20...
But they've done that now, haven't they?
Probably.
Without ever having met.
Right.
That's like mail-order bride stuff.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I mean, every guy's dream. Are you kidding me?
Let's be honest here. But there's also the other side of the equation.
Not that I would ever do it.
The girl. Now, what kind of girl are you going to get in a 95 Corolla? Are you really going to get the girl of your dreams by taking this approach?
So what the book does, what I teach in the book is communication skills, overall human communication skills. I teach people how to infer based off everyone's self-personification. So looking at a girl, or if you're a guy looking, or a girl looking at a guy, you look at them and you read who they are based on their look, based on their clothing, based on their hair, their jewelry, their glasses, their foot style, everything that they have with them and on them. And then you take this information, you take the obvious information and create something sincere to open up with as an icebreaker. And then you then bridge that to a real conversation. So I teach guys and girls how to get that first conversation going in any situation. So in the book, it's applicable information given, first I start with who I am, the forewords, of course, the whole theory, and then going in how to use this, from a bookstore to a coffee shop to being on the beach to being at a wedding. Why not to do this at a bar? But if you're going to do it at a bar, this is the approach I would take. Even everywhere, school, work, play, anywhere you could think of, it shows you how to apply it in every real life situation.
So if you've got, let's say, some social awkwardness about you.
Yes, even if you have, I have a lot of friends who have Asperger's. And
you apparently know my YouTube audience.
So a lot of my friends have Asperger's, and they have a hard time reading social cues. And in my book, I go through that a bit of understanding sociology and anthropology and communication to understand the person. And, listen, we're not going to succeed all the time. You have to be ready to embarrass yourself. That's just the game, the name of the game. I embarrass myself every day, but you have to be comfortable with yourself to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is
even
not
in
only,
a relationship, too, not just beginning the relationship, but
in all parts of it. And what the great thing about the book is, it's going to help you in business too, because communication goes and unfolds into every part of life, not just picking up girls, or girls picking up guys, or if you're gay, guy, girl, whatever you're into. So, although I'm a guy and I pick up women, and it does,
What are your qualifications? What's your background?
My background?
You just know how to do it, and you're just telling people how to do it. That's my background.
Yeah. So my background is I grew up in Cleveland. Then I moved to Israel. I trained for the Israeli military, studied at a yeshiva out there, moved to Cleveland again. Then I moved to Arizona, spent time in the West Coast, all throughout the West Coast. Came back to Cleveland, and I moved out to New York. So I've been all around the world and tested my theory and taught other men with my theory to introduce themselves to women, and it's worked all over the world.
Really?
No matter what culture, no matter what race, no matter what religion, no matter what background, the communication skills I give are universal.
So if you don't know yourself, don't date?
I mean, no one should ever date if you don't know yourself.
Well, but they do. That's how relationship problems happen.
Right. And I tend not to address relationships in the book. I just want to give them the beginning steps how to get into there.
Yeah, but once they're into it, how do they know they're doing it right?
That's for the next books.
Yeah, is that going to be the 96 Corolla? Or?
No. You know, my next book, so I really write poetry and philosophy. My next book is called Get Inside the Mind of the Man Who Wrote How to Get a Girl in a 95 Corolla, which is more poetry and philosophy.
So is it just going to continually being meta? Like the next one is going to be...
No, actually, so there's a continuance of wisdom. There's a progression of wisdom throughout each book. So there's a 5-book series.
Have you already written the other ones?
Most of them, yeah. But I've taken time off for writing right now just because I'm in the process.
Well, you got time to date.
Well, come on. That's a day-to-day reaction. That's as I'm walking to work, I'm looking who can I interact with.
Yeah, right.
That first, my butterflies in my stomach, ooh, and then I go and get it. You know, that's that. You can't do that online.
Living proof. Right. Yeah, that is true. You don't want to do that online.
No, you can't. So right now
you're busy with.
Oh yeah. So I'm actually building an online dating website right now. And I'm also building a mobile application for all phones, cross-platform for dating. So even though I have a book about an alternative to online dating, now the cool thing is I'm bringing my philosophy about offline dating online to bring them back offline in a very quick way.
And that's kind of, is that not the impetus of every online dating is to get you connected online?
They hope so. But
so then what's your tactic?
We don't connect them online, we connect them offline.
But how do they find each other online?
So we're so early stage startup that I can't go into the proprietary technologies and the whole theory behind it.
If she's cute, I want to date her. Is that the proprietary?
No, there's other. I can't get into it.
Is this like 23 levels of compatibility kind of thing?
No, it's way more complex.
Oh, I bet. Well, it'd have to be more complex. I mean, women, as you very well know, are very complex creatures.
Oh no, they're very simple.
Really?
Oh yeah, women are very, very simple.
How are they simple?
Just give up.
Actually, that's
it's
probably
very simple.
The best dating advice I've ever heard.
It works. Just yes,
okay,
actually all right.
It does.
Yes.
If you don't want to, but they do say that if you stop looking for it, it will come to you. Do you believe in that philosophy?
So
it's very.
You know what? And here's the funny thing is I do believe in that in a sense, but you always have to be open to everything. And there's a book called The Secret.
Oh yeah, I'm very aware of The Secret.
And I could disprove The Secret, the whole theory behind The Secret, because the theory behind The Secret book is that if you think it, it's going to happen. If you think it the right way, if you think it, it's going to happen. So whatever you think in a positive way, it's going to happen and come to you. You're drawing that to you. Well, here, excuse my language for the next part, but here's one thing that will never happen and never come to you if you think about it too much. It'll never come to you if you think about it. I disproved the whole theory of Secret. Wow. Done. Secret's done.
Yeah.
But How to Get a Girl in a 95 Corolla, it works.
And it's available now.
On Amazon.
Wherever you can buy books.
Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or you could go to ScottGrolnick.com. Take the middle name out when you go to the website.
Trying to do some live editing there.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it again. Ready? I'll angle it.
Kind of.
There we go.